The 2025 Ford Explorers are here. They're refreshed, rocking a new face and restyled rear. I borrowed this Explorer from Larry H. Miller's Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. If you would like to purchase it, it is available for sale. Be sure to ask for Diego. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see some of the options and features, and then I'm going to take you guys around this SUV. Starting off at the top is the description. And this color is going to be Star White Metallic Tri-Coat, and it's going to have the Mojave Dust leather seats. Now here's a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause it, and then here are all the options. This has the 600A equipment group, and that paint was $795. Now this 3-liter EcoBoost was an option. It does come standard with the 2.3 liter, so that's pretty much wrapped in that ultimate package for $4,615. Base price is going to be $53,655. Destination is at $1,595 with a total price of $60,660. And here is the fuel economy numbers. On the front end, you guys can tell this has a bolder front grille, restyle headlights and bumpers, and I think it's really nice. It's a fresh face, and if I have a chance, I will put this up against a 2024 model for you guys. Now here are the headlights. LED, that's pretty much the norm now. Almost every mid-size, full-size SUV have these upgraded headlights, and your fog lights are down below. Like the black trimming that they give you, and check out that pearl paint in the sun. That is gorgeous. Tri-coat. And check out the grille design here. Has like a brushed aluminum look to it. Front camera right there. Parking sensors down below, and look how they added them to the plastic trim piece too, so it doesn't take away from the design. Silver trimming down here, and this does have active grille shutters, but really nice design going on up front. They did a great job. And there's that hood. Now on this side, here's a quick look at the suspension. You have that aluminum control arm down below. It's not going to be dual wishbone, unfortunately. It's just single. But here's your shock absorbers. Steel steering knuckle in there too, I can see. And then check out your tires. These are going to be your Pirelli Scorpion Zero tires. And then here's the tire size, 275, 45, 21. So you're going to have a 21-inch wheel. And in case you care to know, here is the capacity for the tires. 2,337 pounds, max PSI is 50. Now they do have plastic fender flares. Not a huge fan of that. But I will say, if you're someone who's just going to run your car through a car wash, down below there's plastic. It doesn't get all like swirled up, which is nice. Black on that A-pillar. And it's actually like a gloss color too. Black on these mirror caps as well. Turn signal. Also blind spot monitoring. And they give you smart key system on the front and rear doors, which I love. And if you want to spend another $5,000 on top of this price, you can get a black roof to make this look more like a Range Rover. I wish I was joking about that roof, but it's like $4,800 rounded off. And then one more look down below. You guys can see they spell out Explorer right there. You have some aluminum trimming right here. 20.2 gallon fuel tank. And it's not required to use premium, but I'll touch base on that in a second. Out back, you guys can see the windows pretty much kind of wrap around here, but this is just a black trim piece to break it up, but it looks like it wraps around. More plastic trimming down below, parking sensors. Love the quad exhaust. Class 3 receiver hitch with a 7 and 4 pin plug. And then check out the back. This is the closest you can get to a budget Range Rover, just saying. And you guys can tell on the taillights, they kind of wrap around onto the tailgate now. It says Explorer in the middle. And if you want to pop this, you guys can see the camera, and there's a button on this side that will pop open the liftgate. Now here is some of your storage. Nothing holds this up, by the way, it just kind of comes out. Then they have these little cubbies on both sides. One here, and then one on this side too. Tie downs on both sides. You can see down below. Also, you have 12-volt power, And you have power seats, which is nice. And you guys saw how much space you had behind that third row seat. Enough to put a medium size, or probably 4, maybe 3 medium sized suitcases. And while we're back here, Type-C USBs, more tie downs further up. You guys see some of the cup holders, storage area for the kids. No USBs on this side, so I can see the kids fighting back here. There's a fight happening right now because they didn't put USBs on this side. Here's the buttons to drop down the lift gate. There's no lights up here, which I like to see. Some of the competitors do that. And then here's the other side. Let's talk about the powertrain now. It's worth mentioning you pull this twice and there's no latch you have to release under the hood. Now, if this was the base model, it would be a 2.3 liter inline 4 turbocharged EcoBoost engine. And it is port and direct injection, which I like, and the performance is not too shabby. But if you're racing the other mom and dads at school, you're probably gonna wanna pick the 3 liter twin turbo V6 found here. 400 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. Now here's a catch. Earlier, I said you don't have to use premium, but if you want those power numbers, you're gonna have to use premium. So if you don't wanna burn premium, personally, unless you just like this package that's on this Explorer, you might want to just get the 2.3 liter because it's pointless to get the higher output engine if you're not going to burn the premium. The only downside to this is it's only direct injection, and I do like that the 2.3 is direct and port. All the power goes to a 10-speed transmission and it has a 3:31 axle ratio out back. Now, in case you were wondering, there's 2 interior colors that you can choose from, and I like the attention to detail that they've done. The Mojave interior is definitely unique, and I don't think most people are gonna like this color, but there is a second option that's a little bit lighter. And soft touch up here. This speaker grill is like real metal too. And then check out some of the trimming here. And down below, a little bit of storage in the door. 3 seat memories, and the front seats are gonna be contouring seats, so massage function. It says platinum there, you see that perforated leather. Great stitching design on the seats as well. And power steering column, so tilt and telescoping. Here's some of your lighting controls. More of that leather Mojave color. And then this has like that fabric material. 14 speaker B&O sound system, 980 watts, so you should get some good tunes out of this. And the dash is gonna be soft touch as well. Here's the passenger side. I would like to see seat memories on this side at this price point, but not a big deal, I think, for some buyers. More storage down there. Also, these seats are gonna be massage function as well. And check that out. Looks like they have all the generations of the Explorer down there. Soft touch on the side here. And then here's your glove box. Decent size. And more of that fabric material. It says B&O right there. Black headliner, which is always nice. Now, I didn't point out on the other side, but you do have an illuminated door sill for the front. Now, out back, they cheaped out and didn't give it to you, which I kind of understand because of this trim piece here to get out back. However, they make up for it with these. Love to see curtains out back, especially when you have younger kids. Now, are these auto up and down? Nope. You have to hold it up and down for the rear, but it's auto up and down for the front. Cup holder for maybe a bottle, more storage. And decent space back here too. These are tilt headrests. You can recline these, and of course, if you need to, these slide this way to get out back. And they are kind of hard to push back with one hand. So kids might have a tougher time. But down below here, you guys see single climate control. You have dual climate control up front. 120 volt plug, 2 Type-C USBs, cup holders there. And there is a pass-through on this middle section here. Seat back pockets on both sides. And then check out that roof. They provide the air vents there and then grab handles on the side for older people. And then here are the seats. More of that perforated leather. And in case you ever wonder, perforated leather is just good because it breathes a little bit better compared to just this type of design. And it looks better too. Now, to nobody's surprise, getting in and out is pretty easy, so they don't provide grab handles up front. And then here are the pedals down below. Steering wheel, some of your controls. Nice design. 12.3 inch display, 13.2. Push button starts right there. And up top, place for your sunglasses. If you have a garage or a gate, you have that. And here's some lighting for your vanity on both sides, I'm sure. Yes, and if you want to control that big old twin panel moonroof, there are all the controls for that. Let's go ahead and start it up because it's pretty hot today. So this does have Blue Cruise on it, and that's what that sensor right there is for. You kind of can see it flashing. I can't see that, but my camera's picking it up. And center console, I'm gonna complain just a second. So I don't know why they didn't just add dual chargers for 2025. You already put one here, why not just put two here? Because this is a perfect spot for the phone, but they do at least give you one right here. Air vents are in a great spot too. The air coming out is phenomenal. And it's not even that high, but you have your ventilated seats, heated seats, and you have automatic heated steering wheel. Unfortunately, they don't give you many controls outside the screen. So I know some people are gonna be bummed by that. And you guys see this button here? I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point. In case you wanna see their 360 camera view, it's right here. And this is the main home screen. And this is another part you can choose. They have ambient lighting, so you can change probably the colors of the lights on here. There we go. Yep, you can pretty much select the colors you want there. You can change the brightness of it as well. And then here's pretty much a whole listing for your profile one. Now let's kind of jump back over here. On this screen, you have this button here you can pick, and it shows you my view, which you can customize this and you can add or take away from what you see here. So if you want to see more features like your trip 1 and 2, if you want to see your temperatures, like for the engine and transmission, they have that as well. And here's the fuel economy setup. So it's really nice. I like what they do. It's pretty simple. They're not the best at it, but they get the job done, right? It also shows you the speed limit right there. And I like that they give you a digital readout for the speedometer and the RPMs. Just easier to read. So as I said earlier, temperatures are right there. Off-road status, which I doubt most people are not taking this off-road. But here are your stocks for your windshield wipers, and then this is going to be for your turn signals and high beams. And down below you have two USBs, type A, type C. There's a 12-volt plug and decent storage down below too. And I like that you can kind of block that off because it really cleans up this. Here's your gear selector, electronic parking brake, and you have drive modes that show up on this screen. So they have tow haul, sport, eco, normal, slippery, and off-road. And also here is a little bit more storage here. And then they have two type C USBs inside this area. And what is this? Not sure what that is. You guys see it down there? I can't even see it, but I can see it on my camera. This does not slide forward and back, which is probably better for shorter drivers. And there's no storage on this side. If you would like to turn on your massage function for your seats, you just go to the car icon here, you hit seats, and you have massage function here. You have 3 levels of intensity that you can choose from. I'm shocked that they make you push these little buttons. That's not smart. But it is top and bottom from what I can see and feel. And you have one for the driver and passenger side. Okay. Now, if you want to control the seats, that's what this is for here. So you can change the lumbar settings for that. Okay. And I did figure out what this was. This is the hold function when you're at a stop. Here are the numbers on the door. If you plan on putting this in your business or if you plan on towing a trailer, this might be important to you. So front gross ax rating is going to be 2,790 pounds. The rear is 3,520. Gross fuel weight rating is 6,150, so just over that 6,000 pound benchmark. 21 by 9 inch wide wheels, and then here is the payload for hauling and towing, 1,175 pounds. So I would say that's decent, and then tire pressure is 33 front and back. I think that the Ford Explorer is good enough. Is it the best? Is it the greatest? I don't think it is, but it is definitely a good contender, and I would not mark this off your list. I think that they have great styling, great performance, and it does kind of look like a Range Rover.